All right, let's get right into it. What we're looking at today is, well, it's not really a single book. It's more like a massive literary project, an entire architecture of consciousness, and it's all built around one single relentless question. And this is it. This is the question that anchors the entire thing. It's the engine that drives this huge, sprawling myth. Who is Ona Judge? The author is super clear about this right from the start. This whole experience isn't about finding some character in a story. No, it's about following an idea, a question that just refuses to be silenced, one that echoes through time and all these different kinds of stories. So, to kick things off, let's unpack how this one little question manages to survive and what it's really all about. So, from that one single inquiry, this whole collection of work was born. We're talking four distinct pieces, but they're all digging into the same theme. What part of yourself, what part of the I, actually manages to make it through when the entire world is demanding you become a we? Okay, now let's pull back and look at how this whole thing is put together. Because to really get it, you kind of have to see the blueprint, the architecture that holds it all together. So here they are, the four main pillars. Ego is the big central myth. Ona Judge is like the historical echo, a memory. Obsolete shoots us into this dystopian future. And then you have Professor Maharat, which is all about the skeptical, modern mind trying and totally failing to just explain it all away. Each one is a different lens, all pointed at the same subject. And this table here, wow, it really lays out the whole grand design. Just look at the different axes. You've got time, stretching all the way from the ancestral past to some far-off future. You've got the mode, jumping from surreal allegory to satire. And then there's the function. Each piece has a very specific job to do. This isn't just a series of books. It is a meticulously designed structure, all built to explore one idea. I am. Okay, so we've seen the big picture. Now let's zoom all the way in. Let's step inside the core story of the central work, Ego. Welcome to the world of the caves. This is the ideology, the mantra. It's literally carved into the granite walls of their world. It's a decree from the ruling councils, and it's a dogma designed to completely erase the individual. There is no I, there is only the great we. But here's the brutal reality behind that slogan. The people in this story are giant women, like 7 feet tall, and they're forced to live in these caves where they can never, ever stand up straight. They have to bend and stoop and fold themselves down until they forget what it even feels like to be tall. It's a perfect metaphor, isn't it? Their physical prison reflects their mental one. I mean, think about that. In this world, your height, just being physically different, literally towering over others, is a crime. It's a sin against the collective. Individuality isn't just frowned upon, it's a crime you can be punished for by fire. And this is where it all starts to come apart. Our protagonist, Dagny 7117, she commits the ultimate crime. And it's not some big, violent act. It's not an open revolt. It's just a whispered question. The very same one we started with. Who is Ona Judge? So that one simple question, it doesn't just stay a thought. It sparks a real, tangible rebellion. And this is where we see the physical world actually start to shift because of a single idea. So the whole thing escalates pretty fast. It starts with that internal whisper, right? And that whisper leads Dagny and her friend to find these old, forgotten iron rails buried deep beneath the caves. That discovery inspires them, and they break the leather straps they used to bind their bodies. And that one collective act of defiance, it awakens something ancient, something powerful. See, the machine they find down there, it's not just a piece of old tech. The author describes it as the physical manifestation of the word I. It's literally consciousness itself, lying dormant and rusted out, just waiting for someone to remember how to turn it on. And when that machine wakes up, well, that's when everything changes. This brings us to the climax. It leads to the complete collapse of their old world, and finally gives us the answer to our central question. As this machine thunders back to life, the power of the rediscovered self literally shakes the foundations of the city above them. And the council's decrees, the things that were once absolute law, they just become noise. Their authority dissolves into nothing but gibberish, totally powerless against the roar of an awakened mind. And here it is. We finally have our answer. Who is Ona Judge? It turns out,
It's not a person, not at all. It's a concept, a condition of being. It's the inherited memory of the very first person who ever refused to be owned, who refused to bow down. It's the spirit of I am.
Just two words that remake an entire world. The whole journey, through the caves, through history, through the future, it was all about rediscovering this one simple, explosive truth. The self can't be legislated out of existence. It can only be folded up, forgotten, and eventually remembered. I am.